Finally, never let it be said that we rest in our quest to bring you the best sporting action from all corners of the globe here on Extra Time. We travel to New York, to Brooklyn, to speak to extreme ironer Ross Mernyk, who was only too happy to explain what his sport entails.
Generally, it's bringing a full ironing board and iron with you where it's the least possible convenient thing to do, and ironing out there.
Give us an idea of the kind of places where you end up extreme ironing.
Well, for me, I think it's a very individual sport. You have to pick your goal. And for me, I decided that most of the ironists were not doing it with real power. And since I'm an electrical engineer, I decided I wanted to be fully powered. So I mounted an ironing board and a gasoline generator onto my bicycle and ironed in the middle of a snowy park. And generated steam and steam ironed my shirt.
That is tremendous with an engine strapped to
you. You can see it on YouTube.
That is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I mean, who first came up with this idea?
I believe it's actually in the UK. And back a few years, like 5 years ago. I'm not sure. The guy goes by the name Steam, so I'm not sure that's his real birth name.
I think Phil Shaw, I think his name is, and
it sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Invented it. It's yet another sport that Great Britain has given to the world, and the world does it a bit better.
And I appreciate it. Well, I'm not sure about that. You know, there's apparently annual competitions that the UK does very well in. So.
How does it get competitive? Because obviously your idea of the most extreme place to do a spot of ironing is not the same as someone else's idea of an extreme location.
Yeah, it's hard when one person is skydiving and the other person is scuba diving. So I'm actually not sure how the international competitions run. I'm bad at history that way.
That's a real shame. What first got you involved in this pastime? Would you call it a sport?
Would I call it a sport?
Yeah.
I would call it an individual sport, sure.
Right.
I wouldn't call it a team sport and not a uniformed sport unless hiking boots and hiking pants and usually no shirt is the uniform because they forgot to bring a shirt when they brought the ironing board and the iron. So they take their own shirt off so they can stage the photograph of themselves ironing on the mountain. But once you see a picture of it, you say, wow, that's both meaningless and very cool. And you just say, I got to do something passionate to prove myself to, and you just leave your mark on the sport.
Well, that's what we've been up to whilst you've been fast asleep on this Monday morning. If you are just waking up, it is just gone 5:15 on Monday, the 23rd of April. Happy St. George's Day to you. Ian, the Moose Abrahams, has just walked in with a big pile of papers. We'll be going through those back pages next.